The European Union's divisions over Israel spilled into the open at today's Foreign Affairs Council in Brussels. Instead of focusing solely on Israel's actions, several EU foreign ministers openly criticized Brussels for failing to turn years of discussions into concrete action. At the center of the debate were possible EU trade measures targeting products from Israeli settlements, with a growing number of member states arguing Europe can no longer afford to delay.
It is the 100th time that we talk about how we can put pressure on Israel, how we can find a solution. And every time at the beginning, it was always, no, it does not work. We need unanimity. And now we have, I am convinced, also majority votes that are possible.
Luxembourg delivered the strongest criticism of the day, accusing the EU of repeatedly hiding behind procedure instead of taking decisions. Bettel warned that if Europe wants to be taken seriously as a geopolitical power, it cannot keep postponing action whenever Israel is on the agenda.
I would be really happy if we finished today that Europe is not just a toothless dog that barks a lot but can never bite. And that we can also decide something. That would be nice.
Spain also called for tougher EU action, urging Brussels to ban imports from Israeli settlements across the bloc. Madrid argued Spain has already taken that step nationally and said international law now leaves little room for further debate.
The European Union has to do it. There is a role for options, but I think there is no place for options. There is an opinion, since 2024, a consultative opinion of the International Court of Justice, which says very clearly that it is illegal to trade with products that come from those settlements. Therefore, Spain's position is clear.
Belgium joined that criticism, saying the European Commission has discussed the issue for months, but still failed to present meaningful proposals. Brussels, Belgium argued, now needs to put concrete measures before member states instead of prolonging the debate.
The European Commission has finally proposed a few options in 2 pages, so it gives more the feeling of being a bit of a bone to pick than really a desire to move forward. We are asking that there be concrete proposals on which to position ourselves, on which member states will have to vote.
The Netherlands backed a European import ban on products from Israeli settlements, arguing these should be treated as trade measures rather than sanctions. That distinction is significant because trade measures could potentially be approved by a qualified majority instead of requiring unanimous support from all 27 member states.
Look, we as the Netherlands have a measure, an import ban for products from illegal settlements. We prefer to do that in the European context, so it would of course be our preference as a European measure that fits our national measure.
No agreement emerged from today's meeting, but the debate underscored a clear shift inside the European Union. A growing group of member states is now pressing Brussels to move beyond statements and adopt concrete measures against trade with Israeli settlements. Whether the bloc can overcome its internal divisions remains uncertain, but today's meeting showed the pressure on EU leaders is only increasing.